Hi there. I am Loretta Holmberg of Polite Pups Academy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday to all of you. Hopefully you are having a great day. So if you're tuning into this on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and like this post and comment as well. If you are tuning in from Facebook page or the Facebook group, you can comment on it. I'll be able to get it. All right. So I'm going to see whether or not it's showing up live. Yes, it is showing up live. That's awesome. Facebook group. All right. Let me just comment on it. I'll be able to. Okay. So I want you to make sure that you mark on your calendars June 4th. Actually, I should put this on my screen. So I'm going to type it over here. June 4th, 2021. It is the start of our 6-day free Building Canine Confidence Challenge. All right, let's see right here. Ooh, that's too big. Let me make it a little bit smaller right there. All right, so it's on June 4th, 2021, which is 2 Fridays from today. 6-day Building Canine Confidence Challenge. It is a free challenge. I will be posting the links to it, so you'll be able to sign up and then enter into this free Facebook group where the challenge is going to take place. Each day for the challenge, I'll have you do something with your dog, and then you have to take a photo or a video of it, and then you are going to share it in the group for a chance to win prizes for those 6 days. So mark on your calendars, the 6-day Building Canine Confidence Challenge starts on June 4th. I'll be posting and sharing the links in this group, the Polite Pups Academy group, as well as the Polite Pups Academy page, as well as on YouTube. As well as if you're subscribed to my email list, then you will get it via email as well for you to join in the challenge. It is free to join. So when you get the link, feel free to share it with your friends who have dogs who would benefit from this challenge. It is all about building canine confidence and the activities that we can do to help our little canines, right? Big or small, doesn't matter. All right. So today I come to you to talk a little bit more about, let's see, about the reactive dogs, right? Some of you have been downloading the reactive dog guide and wondering, well, when is this going to work? Like, how long does it take? So it changes from dogs to dogs. Some dogs, it may just take a matter of, just a few weeks. For some dogs, it may take months. So if you read the guide in full, you will see that with my dog, Latte, when I was trying to work her against the scooters that she was the electric scooters that she was very reactive towards. It took her about 5 months for her to get over that. She doesn't react to them anymore. They can go by her and it's fine, except on certain occasions when she's like totally like in her zone and then it catches her by surprise. Nowadays, when she sees it from afar, she doesn't react anymore at all. Or even if it comes by us, like on the side, as long as she's not like super in her zone and then it catches her by surprise, she's usually fine. She doesn't react to it anymore. We can walk nicely. She doesn't pull. She doesn't try to get towards the people that are on the electric scooter. So it depends on your dog. It also depends on the amount of time and how frequently you're working your dog against the thing that is setting your dogs off, right? So with her, I worked with her every day for about 10 minutes a day. I would park myself at certain places that I know that I'm going to see scooters, and we would be far away when we started off, and then we got closer and closer. And every time she would look at me and not look at the scooter, she got a treat. Or I would pet her. Sometimes I don't have treats on me, but I would pet her, and she knows that petting and praises are good rewards, and she does try to do that. For some dogs, it might be a toy of some sort that they like, so carry that with you. Okay. The other thing that might be helpful to understand and realize is that you don't want to just practice at the same spot all the time, because then what's going to happen is that your dog will be okay at that spot because it recognizes, dogs recognize environments, like they see it like this, oh yeah, I can do this here. You need to generalize it in other settings as well. So that's why I said that when I practiced it with Latte, it wasn't just one spot. We would pick out different spots. So we would go to different places that I know where I'm going to see the electric scooter riders there. All right. So you want to make sure that you practice it at different locations so that your dogs can generalize it. Now, a dog in the learning phase takes a lot of repetitions doing the right thing before it can actually understand that, oh, this is what you want me to do. So it's a lot of repetitions. It's not just several times a week and you expect that change in your dog. It doesn't work that way. All right. Just kind of like people, when we're teaching kids a certain skill, they need lots of repetition for them to eventually get it. Same thing with dogs. They need lots of repetition for them to get it. I usually tell my folks that work with me, right, one-on-one or online, that for some dogs, like, I give them a number. I'm like, you either practice it for 5-10 minutes a time, or if you can't do that, like, tell yourself throughout the day, you want to practice like 25 times a day, 25 times, no reaction to that, or you work against it so that your dog has a chance to be successful. You do it day in, day out, day in, day out. All right. So, and that really varies from people, from dog to dog, as well as people to people, depending on your schedule, right? Sometimes some of you may not be able to do it every single day. So if you're not doing it every single day, if you're only doing it 2 times a week, then it's going to take a little bit longer for your dog to process that over a time period, right? Like I was doing Latte's thing against the electric scooter every single day, 5 to 10 minutes a day, every single day. That means 7 days a week. And it still took 5 months. So it tells me and tells you, right, that she was super reactive. And so I had to break her out of that habit. And it took 5 months, but it's worth it because now I can walk. And there's still a lot of electric scooters here in our city, and I can walk, and I don't have to worry about her trying to lunge towards the scooter, trying to get to the scooter. She's really not trying to lunge towards the person. It's the scooter that she doesn't like. So it's the object, right? And so you got to like ask yourself, how much time can you put into it? And then the other thing is when you are trying to practice your dog to not be reactive. So I got a question, and I'm just going to share this question. So like this person's dog, when off leash, runs up to other dogs and start being in their face. And this is a puppy, an 18-month-old kind of puppy still, right? Like just a little above a year old. That is not a good polite canine because generally other dogs do not like a puppy or any other dogs coming right up to his face, right? And that's just rude. That's just rude behavior. And so the only way that you can actually prevent that from happening is it's hard to teach your dog off leash to do that, to not do that. So you want to make sure that when you are trying to introduce your dog to other dogs, and make sure that those other dogs are like dogs that are calm, what I call control dogs, right? Dogs that are calm, that are not going to be reactive at all, that are going to not react to that dog that's coming towards it. When you want to practice it against those dogs, make sure your dog is on the leash. Now, your dog is going to try to pull you towards those dogs because when off leash, your dog is going to run to those dogs. So you keep it on leash, right? And then you want to follow what I've stated in the reactive guide. So have your dog far away enough, all right, that it can focus on you. You want your dog to be able to focus on you. When it focuses on you, then you give the treats or pets. Some dogs don't respond to treats, so you give pets or you give praises, okay? And then after that, you move like 1 to 2 feet closer. And you do the same thing. Your dog's going to try to lunge towards the other dogs because not because it wants to attack the other dogs. No, because it wants to go say hi. Because reactivity is always bad in the sense that we don't want our dogs to be reactive, but it could be like a fear aggression reactivity, or it could really just be like, oh, I'm so excited. I want to see those other dogs, right? And so this person was describing that. Like, it just wants to rush to the other dogs and kind of like lick their faces and that's just rude behavior. And so then you move 2 feet closer to the other dogs, And then when your dog looks at you, when your dog is paying attention to you and ignoring the other dogs, then you give it the treat or praise. All right. I usually do praises, but you can give treats as well if your dog responds well to treats. Some dogs, when it is in that heightened state of excitement or nervous, sometimes it will not respond to any treat. Like it will not take any treats. It will not eat at all. So that's when your affection and your voice, right, for praises will come in really, really handy. And then you keep moving closer and closer. But you have to watch your dog's threshold, because in one day you cannot go from um like 20 feet all the way to 3 feet, because it's unless you're going to practice it the whole entire day, but your dog's going to be very, very tired. So it's got to be a gradual work up to that, because you do not want your dog to lunge and go towards the other dog without you saying okay. And then the other thing that you can work your dog with as well is that your dog can only go say hi to another dog if you're okaying it, if you're said okay. So you need to teach your dog as well to do like a sit stay or a down stay, and the only way that they can do is if you say okay. Now, you wouldn't want to say okay in all instances, because you just never know what the other dogs are going to be like. So if it's like a bunch of friends' dogs, that might be different, because you already know what their behavior might be like, whether or not they're friendly with your dog, right? But if it's like strangers' dogs, never let your dog off leash to go say hi to a stranger's dog. I never do that. Like my dogs are like pretty well, but we don't really go off leash here in the city because we can get fined. But when we do go off leash, my dogs pretty much stay by me, because we usually have like activities that we're doing. So we're playing tug, or I might be playing tug with one and actually playing fetch with another. So you wanna understand that you have to teach your dog to do what it needs to do, or to not do what you do not want it to do. Because this particular person who asked me the question said, well, I have this puppy's mom, and the mom doesn't do this. The mom probably might have been taught not to do it. I'm not sure. Or the mom is like much older now, and so she doesn't do it. But when it was a puppy, did it do it or not? Maybe it was taught not to do it. So you want to be able to understand that you have to teach your dog to not be reactive, to not react when the other dogs are there, to not just run. And I wouldn't let your dog off leash in that situation, because it's just not wise. Plus, if you have a dog that is reactive in that way, right, where it gets too excited, you really don't want to get it off leash, because it might get hurt by other dogs. Like the other dogs might not like it and they might attack it. And especially, I think this particular person had a Frenchie, so that's a smaller dog, and so you want to be very, very careful with that. Like I don't just let my dogs go off leash. I have a Min Pin. She's pretty good about staying close to me, but I don't let her off leash at all, because except when we're in an enclosed area and it's just our dogs, just my dogs. I have 6 dogs. It's like I don't, just because I don't trust the other people's dogs. And like I may have some friends that I trust, but then there are other people in the field that I don't trust. And so I'm like, no, it's not safe. It's just not a wise move. So you want to think about that. All right. And the other thing, I see Laura and Ruth. Hi, thank you for watching. I'm not sure whether you're still here, but if you're still here, say hi. Let's see. And the other thing, I am going back here. I want to see whether or not yes. And then the other thing that you want to kind of remind yourself that don't be so harsh on yourself if your dog doesn't get it like the first time, second time, or within 2 weeks or within a week. Like your dog may require more time. And feel free to join our Facebook group, right? So if you just look for Polite Pups Academy. All right. If you're not in the group, so let me go over here. If you are not in the group, you can just look for us, Polite Pups Academy, and you can join our group, right? You can see that Polite Pups Academy. Join our group so that you can ask your questions there. You can practice with your dog and then post videos and ask questions, and I'll be able to respond to you. So most of you have either downloaded videos, whether it's the COM training video or the reactive dog guide. and you're working through it, I would love to get some feedback. How is it going? Are you getting any successes, or are you stuck at some places and need some help to get beyond where you're at? Post videos, post questions so that I can help you out. So go to Polite Pups Academy if you are not already in the group. It's in the Facebook group that I'll be able to answer a lot of questions because I'm on there. If you haven't liked, if you're watching this on YouTube and you have not liked the channel yet, go ahead and or subscribe to the channel yet, go ahead and subscribe, as well as like this video and post any questions that you have. And you can also like the Facebook page, which is the same name, Polite Pups Academy. And just as a reminder, we are having our challenge on June 4th, 2021, which is 2 Fridays from now. It is the 6-day Building Canine Confidence Challenge. For 6 days, I will be giving you different activities and exercises that you will work with your pups. And you can post pictures and videos for a chance to win prizes. It is totally free, so invite your friends. And I will be posting the link to this challenge in our Facebook group, Facebook page, as well as on YouTube, either today or tomorrow, depending on when you're going to be watching this, as well as which part of the world you are at, right? Because some parts of the world in a couple of hours, you're actually going to be the next day already. You're going to be Monday already. So look for that link and then sign up so that we can have fun in the challenge together. All right. And then when you get the link, invite other friends of yours who have dogs. We can all do the challenge together to make our dogs more confident. If you have a fearful dog, this canine confidence challenge is going to help that, certainly. If you already have like a somewhat confident dog, you can practice all these exercises that I'll be teaching you to make your dog even more confident. Plus, some of these will be like really, really fun. So it's fun activities that you can do with your dog to help with building their canine confidence. All right. So, like I said, give yourself time. Remember to stay cool, calm, collected when you're working with your dogs. And with training, you always need to remember to be persistent, insistent, and consistent so that your dogs will reap the benefit. And so remember, if you're practicing it every day, tell yourself that this is going to take time. It's not going to be an overnight thing. Chances are, if you have a reactive dog, it's not even going to take just a 7-day thing. It's probably going to take a little bit of work, right? So just bear in mind and be patient. Be patient with your dog. And so that's why I say stay cool, calm, collected when you're working with your dog. All right. I will see you next week. Next week, I will most likely be coming to you not on Sunday, but on Monday, May 31st, which is on Memorial Day itself, because I will be away next weekend to help my son move from one apartment to the next apartment. So I will probably not be around on Sunday, but I will see you on Monday, May 31st at 12 noon. All right. Take care and have a great rest of the Sunday. And if it's already Monday where you're at, then have a great week ahead. And I will see you next week. Bye.